So let me give you an example of something that we've been doing for the last 2 years. And this includes a number of elements of the things that we do. So it involves intellectual property generated out of a university, in this particular case, Southampton University in the UK. It includes a change in business model. It includes a new kind of service created with new channels to market. The company is called DezineForce, and DezineForce started with the realization that there was some interesting technology that could be packaged into a new product or service. And this is one of the key points about the things that we do. One of our key value adds is the act of synthesis, how we can synthesize one or more technologies into a new product or service concept. And that's effectively what we did with DezineForce. The technologies in question are grid computing, HPC, that's high performance computing on standard machines, so being able to do vast amounts of computing on standard PCs bolted together using grid technology. That's one of the enabling technologies. The second is to do with being able to run multiple simulations, virtual prototyping, if you want to call it that, and optimizing the answer. In other words, doing the same calculation many times and finding the best answer. And that optimization technology is quite complicated. It involves lots of fancy maths. Again, technology that came out of Southampton University. And then the third piece of technology was to do with the way these vast amounts of data can be input and output. So if you're designing an aircraft wing structure or a blade for an aircraft engine, how do you visualize? How can you see what the airflow around a blade would look like? How can you handle this vast amount of data? So 3 pieces of technology we identified and integrated into a service which essentially is about providing design simulation capability to small, medium-sized engineering companies globally. So that the capability that would have been restricted to 1 or 2 defense sector companies 3 years ago is now accessible to every medium-sized engineering company in the world can have this kind of advanced capability to design without having to build models and test and all the expensive and time-consuming things that happen. So the first thing we did was this synthesis and creation of a new product or service. The second really interesting thing in this case was coming up with a new business model, which is to provide this as a service rather than licensing all the elements of the hardware, software, selling them separately, so that people can basically rent this capability over the web. Software as a service, if you like, or cloud computing, but essentially the idea that you can rent this capability on a time basis or on a how much you eat basis, just like Sky TV, soccer, or football, or boxing matches on demand. And then the third thing, of course, is the way in which you deliver the service. Now that it's a service delivered over the World Wide Web, it changes the way in which you sell and offer the service to customers, so that you could, for example, you could offer it to people over the web and do all your marketing over the web. So it changes the channel to market instead of having hundreds of distributors and other people in the pipeline. And this is a real example of something we've done over the last 3 years. It's unusual in the sense that it embodies innovation in all 3 aspects of what we do. Most of the time, our innovation may involve only 2 out of the 3, sometimes only 1. In this particular case, it's all 3. And the business has been well funded and has a service in the market now, and we will see how successful it's going to be.